All right, welcome back. WeArEuS and this is Eiyuden Chronicle, 100 Heroes. And what you're listening to now is some fantastic, soothing music that that's just good stuff. You can pump that right into my veins. So, let's see, what happened last episode? Well, the guy that is currently the king of... I can see the word in my head, but it's not clear, and I'm just going to move on. The king of this... I was going to say area. The king of this nation that we currently are in is stepping back to let his advisors take the reins of the kingdom. Furthermore, the empire is currently marching forces towards this place in order to take it over. I believe on the assumption that they are planning to surrender. But they're not. So the Empire is going to be in for a surprise, and we will be there to make the surprise even more surprising. I don't know why it occurred to me, but it's as he was running, for whatever reason, because I was playing Lies of P for 6 hours earlier. Oh, speaking of which, really quick aside, the Lies of P episode that was supposed to be a double feature that was supposed to be uploaded yesterday, recording went on for a little while. So, given that it went on for a little while, then the editing went on for a little while, then we are currently in the process of uploading it, and it's only at 46%. So I'm taking a risk here by recording this game, but I want this one done and up and ready to go so you guys have something for today. Lies of P will be following it. I don't know when exactly this is going to be going up, but Lies of P will be following this game. Chances are, there's a slim chance this might go up late, but it shouldn't be too bad. Now, as I was saying before I went on that little adventure, while Noah was running, I accidentally hit the circle button in order to make him, in an attempt to make him run, which he's already doing by default. So it made him walk instead. And it just occurred to me for no reason at all that it looked like he he stopped running just to fart and then kept running. It's just the weirdest thing. It's like oh goodness. So we are, what time is it? It's about 6 something. I want this recording to be over in an hour, so we're going to be sticking to that. Hopefully something good happens, but if not...
Let us review our strategy. We face a war of attrition. Unfortunately, Haishan was not built to be easily defended. Therefore, we must meet the Imperial host on the field and strive to buy time while minimizing our casualties. We leave this in your capable hands, General Cassius.
His Majesty's troops are kith and kin to me. I'll not let a single man die in vain.
I'll keep that to myself.
I trust messengers have been dispatched to Norster and Kinan.
They have, but neither will act until we prove our mettle, which is why this first battle is pivotal. Our enemy is a general both seasoned and clever, and he will not rely on superior numbers alone to deliver victory. We must whittle away at their strength now, then turn the war of attrition which follows to our advantage.
Which is where we come in. Right?
Correct. We are counting on your ambush to throw the battlefield into disorder. Do not let us down, Commander Noah.
We won't. We're ready.
General Cassius, Melridge, Noah, pray bring us victory and return home safely.
Thank you, Your Majesty. If my projections are correct, this battle may be over far sooner than we all dare hope.
Projections?
Reporting, sir! The Imperial Army has arrived and is forming up just where you said they would!
Then we'd best get started. Are you ready, Commander?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Ready yourselves! This day we fight for our homes, for our king, and for the future of our country!
By the way, they have tanks. You guys have horses and javelins.
The Imperial Army's here.
Okay, tanks.
So it's war, then. I assumed their forces would throw down their arms and flee, rather than take the field for such a weakling king. Perhaps they found a more inspiring leader.
Fortune smiles upon us this day, General Goldwyn. The honors of a battlefield victory are ours for the taking.
Special commands available to the Legion Commander and Sub-Commander. You activate them at the moving step before selecting Begin Battle. The red Rage gauge increases when your troops take damage, while the yellow Morale gauge increases when they deal damage. When they're full, you can use their commands, lasting one turn. Rage mode increases attack, and Morale mode won't let the enemy retreat. Yeah, I see no reason to move him.
It is an honor for you to lead my vanguard, Lieutenant Kessling. I expect your rune tank to earn us a great many accolades.
I have no idea where he's talking from, but... okay.
About that, sir? The rune tank isn't really designed for solo combat. It requires a lot of infantry support, so...
I was not speaking to you, soldier. Well, young Sion, what do you say? Will you fight for the glory of your house?
As you command, sir. Hildy, Valentine, gather what troops you can.
At once, Lieutenant.
By decree of the Emperor, you may submit peacefully to Galdia's glory, or be crushed beneath her heel.
You promise? They have a lot of forces. Go after the general, or... no, I think we can only move left or right or forward, not diagonally. I mean, we can check. Yeah. I want to avoid ending up with Sane's group on our side.
It's time. Give the signal.
Looks like we're up. Let's go!
To battle!
I honestly forgot Mio existed.
A second force? Where the hell did they come from?
There's the tactician signal. Come on, boys. Let's honor our contract and show these imps the color of their own guts.
An ambush! What impudence!
It's great, right?
This is the moment we've been waiting for. Advance!
All forces! Attack! Shields up! Stand your ground! I will deal with this ambush myself.
Are the troops holding up?
We're ready to move whenever. Though if you ask me, that move should be to turn and run.
You forget yourself, Second Lieutenant.
All right, everyone, let's go!
A healing light!
No choice but to withdraw.
I really don't want Noah's group to be caught from behind by Sane, but I want to finish off Chapel before they fully recover. And then we'll move, see, change facing to that way.
Pull yourselves together, you sloppy fools! His Grace the Dukes is expecting a great victory from me!
Yeah, I thought there were two separate forces there.
Are we ready?
Oh, yeah. She's in a great mood today.
Enemy in sight, sir.
On your order, Lieutenant.
Attack!
One of Chapel's guys just fell over. Well, rage mode is getting up there.
Whoa! Run for it!
I don't like how they didn't move at all. The entire point was for them to run into Chapel's forces, but instead they run diagonally? Explain this to me. Well... Okay, so that's how you choose between groups that are on the same tile. Let's hold on. Legion Command. Enemy Legion attack. Since it's 2 forces versus, well, 3 forces in one area. Oh, yeah, that's not good. So we're going to have 2 versus 3 on 2 separate fronts. So for now, I'll have him use this. Lowers defense, though. I think I'll hold on to the ski, and instead we'll provoke.
Drop the enemy!
I want to force them to fight. What do you have? Charge, move instantly to one adjacent zone that has allied legions in it. It's fine. What do you have? Boost the attack of allies in your zone. Archers get a bonus. What do you have? Cross boost? Yeah, we'll go for that.
Guys, we're gonna win, no matter what!
Maybe we should go with his Legion Command in combination with Noah's. But I don't think it actually will work. It says boost the attack of allies. I don't know if it counts for himself and his own forces. So for now, we'll just hold on to that. All right, let's see if this was a good
The enemy is upon
choice.
us. Counterattack! General Goldwyn, I presume.
Your reputation precedes you, General Cassius. Now, let us put it to the test.
Retreat!
We've been bested!
That's not good at all.
At last, some damn order! Now form up and prepare for the next.
If you have finally regained control of your troops, General Chapel, then prepare to withdraw. We are finished here.
What?
Learning the true strength of our foe is victory enough for the day. It has not come without cost, but to persist further would only result in needless bloodshed. We maintain the upper hand, and are in no particular rush. Additionally, the sun has begun its descent, and I've no desire to fight in darkness on unfamiliar terrain. We will withdraw.
Fine. Retreat! Fall back, you dogs!
I'm going to be honest, we got lucky there.
Look at him run!
Nice job, Noah.
You sure showed him, cousin. A victory on the Alliance's very first deployment!
Barely.
Let's not press our luck. An overzealous attempt to pursue General Goldwyn may end poorly.
All units, fall in! You fought bravely and well this day, and Chris thanks you for it!
That's the name of this place.
Now, we return to Haishan triumphant!
We did it! We sent him running for the hills!
And more importantly, everyone is safe.
Is this victory real? I can scarce believe it.
It is only one battle behind us, Your Majesty. The war ahead will be nothing to celebrate. It disheartens me that our ambush did little to phase General Goldwyn's troops. He truly is the military titan, they say.
Yeah, even I've heard of the guy. So I guess today didn't amount to much more than an ugly introduction.
Let's not diminish the significance of forcing a retreat in our first battle. I've already made arrangements to inform the other members of the League, and trust the news will change their countenance for the better.
If I may, who are those other reinforcements, and why did you not mention them?
I'm guessing you mean me.
Allow me to introduce Captain Bernard Sawad of the White Sands Mercenary Company. I reached out to him some time ago to secure his services.
Oh, and if you're worried about the mercenary part, I promise you this. A Sawad never breaks a contract.
You hired these sellswords, Melridge?
I managed to divert some funds their way, yes. A bit from the Royal Treasury and more that was earmarked for the Studium and Archives. I figured the forthwith confiscation of Harlan's estate would sufficiently refresh our coffers.
Well, I suppose I did give you my royal authority, but I'm still pleased to see you wielding it with such wisdom. Just do see the ledgers end up balanced, yes?
Don't spare it another thought, Your Majesty. That's something I'm quite confident I can manage.
Yep, still incorrigible.
Something on your mind, Sane? You're wondering what will happen if Eucharist falls, aren't you?
Its downfall seems inevitable, considering the League's lack of unity.
Just like Duke Saldric wants, I bet. You're thinking about it again.
In part. But mostly I'm just wondering what I'm doing here. I intended to make a name for myself and House Kessling as an Imperial officer. I believed that was the right thing. It's what I thought he would do.
Your brother?
Yes. But now I'm not sure about anything anymore. So where does that leave me?
Sorry to interrupt the boy talk, fellas. Did I miss anything spicy? Look, we've all got 'em. Ties, I mean. Obligations. I know all about yours, Sane. Little by little, they tighten around your neck until one day you wake up and realize you're wearing a noose. All part of growing up, I suppose. But these times, the times where you have to weigh your friends and your loyalties and your future, these are the moments that tell us who we are. You're young. You feel like throwing caution to the wind and doing the wrong thing for the right reason. Well, do it.
This is getting a little complicated and poetic for me, but I think I agree.
Paul, Valentine, thank you both. Hildy.
A messenger just arrived bearing urgent news from the homeland, Lieutenant. It's as you feared.
What? How could this have happened? I'm still verifying the information. It's possible this is but a rumor. This is not some piece of idle gossip, man! You're telling me the Emperor has been assassinated? That is... yes. That's what I've heard. But all the more reason to swiftly complete our occupation of Haishan while we wait for further news. The late Emperor's decree still stands, after all, and His Grace the Dukes has not yet issued our next orders. The Dukes has not issued them? I mean nothing by it. Let us resume our efforts on the morrow.
Rise and shine, Noah. The new day has dawned and everyone's gathered at the palace.
Hopefully I do better in the next skirmish than I did in that one, because that was something of a mess. The really annoying part was Noah ending up out of position, way off to the side when I needed him to. Technically, part of that was my fault, but like, it would have probably ended the same because they just didn't move at all. And then once the Empire's turn was over, they ran off to wherever they felt like going. I am really not a fan of how close we were to losing that. Or just losing Noah and Ymir's forces.
The battle of attrition continues. Our ambushes in the last fight took a modest toll on the enemy, but we still remain outnumbered.
This time, Noah's allied troops and the White Sands mercenaries will fight on the defensive line. Hold a keen edge out there, both of you, and be ready for anything.
If there's one thing the White Sands know, it's how to hold a keen edge.
And your troops, Commander Noah?
Ready to go.
You darn tootin' we are.
Euchrysians, take heart from yesterday's victory, but do not take your enemy lightly, for he will fight with even more fury this day.
I would love to be able to get that tank off the field.
How droll that they considered that a victory. They merely bought themselves another few hours to breathe. For today, it will all come crashing down around them. In the name of His Excellency, the Emperor.
In particular, we need to just focus on Goldwyn's forces. what I want is to combine these two, well, these four, and then go straight after Goldwyn. Pretty sure the tank is on this cell. I also want to move both of these groups up one, and then have Noah cut around when Goldwyn moves forward. Let's see what the enemy does first.
Have we done nothing to blunt the Empire's strength?
No, not at all.
The enemy is formidable. Don't approach them lightly.
Tighten up, everyone!
Been a while since I had to work this hard for my wage.
Naturally, I'm not going to use any Legion commands against mere foot soldiers.
The enemy flees! Victory is ours!
That's good, but not great.
We've got another tough fight on our hands today.
Our objective is to drag it out for as long as we can while minimizing our losses.
I think we'll sit still for now.
Enemy unit defeated, but stay alert.
They are a powerful foe. We need just stall for time.
We must find a way to turn the tide. Otherwise...
Hold strong! Remember your contract! And remember that death in battle is the greatest end a warrior can ask for!
See you've defeated the enemy unit. Don't let up now.
Enemy unit defeated, but stay alert.
I just don't want to move any of them up to avoid the commanders getting involved. They're very clear on the fact that they want to just drag this fight out rather than go all in. So, we hold.
You're just a stain on my sword!
Will not last long at this rate.
The enemy unit is destroyed. Keep fighting!
That's one down.
Onward to the next one.
Let's do the thing I want to do. Or can't stand by. Can I stand by, move into, or be passing through this zone? Okay. So what if these units here are moving out? That's not good. These groups are fighting well enough together, so I don't want to split them up. So no one's
Listen
going
to me, everyone! You may have heard the rumors already, but His Excellency the Emperor has been assassinated.
Then it's true.
Dukes Aldrich is the man behind it.
Bold.
I have had ample opportunity to witness the Duke's tyranny, and have come to believe the invasion of Euchris is not just. Therefore, pursuing it would be a stain on the Empire's honor. This is not an order. Those who do not wish to follow me will receive no punishment. But on this day, I turn my banners in revolt against Dukes Aldrich. I fight to return the Empire to a just and righteous path.
They're cheering.
Your family's soldiers are true to their house, Lieutenant. They stand with you. And they're all fools.
So what does that make you?
The woman responsible for keeping fools in line, apparently.
Thank you, everyone.
Disarray in the Imperial ranks? What is happening?
What does this mean?
Look! It's Sane!
I do not understand what is happening, but I know a potential opportunity when I see it.
Protect that company of turncoats!
That company is under the Kessling boys' command. The lad takes after his brother.
Engage the enemy! Give them all you've got! For the glory of the Empire!
Wow, he is really decimating Chapel's forces, isn't he? I was sure he was just going to get his button smashed, and I was going to have to rush in there.
General Chapel, order your troops to withdraw.
I cannot believe the great General Goldwyn would say such a thing. We must annihilate these pathetic traitors at once.
No. What we must do is learn the truth of the Emperor's assassination. Until that happens, this war cannot continue. All units, fall in! We withdraw at once and return to Goldean soil.
Yes, sir.
But this is absurd! We need just win this one battle so I can deliver the news to Dukes Aldrich and...
Do as you will, but I have no intention of fighting for your dukes.
I shall never retreat. My host is more than sufficient to handle this motley force.
I can promise you that is not true.
General Goldwyn's Legion has stood down. But why?
My projections appear to have come true. I assure you, Goldwyn's retreat is no feint. Something has transpired inside the Empire. Which means we can finish this here and now.
Well, for the defeat conditions, we could literally, if there were any chance of actually losing this, we could literally just leave Cassius's Legion behind and move I forget their names, and move the mercenary forces in with Ymir and Noah's forces, and then just have them all attack at once. It said that
Right then, off we go.
it said Chapel's forces were going to retreat, but then they just stand still. I'm confused.
For the glory of the Empire!
I'm sorry, I'm sure you meant to say the Dukes. I mean, you can't seem to keep his cock out of your mouth, so you must have just slipped up.
Enemy unity destroyed. Continue fighting.
Morale mode is actually almost full. So now they're backed into a literal corner. We will block off any potential escape routes. Also, while we're here, why not get a little bit of credit, huh? It's in your zone, adjacent zones.
I'll patch you up. Everyone, over here.
I think I misunderstood what this Legion command is supposed to do. See, it says restore stamina of allied legions in an adjacent zone. I thought it would affect all of them at once. That was not the case. I overlooked the and. Well, what can you do? These guys are going to be late to the party. I notice Ymir and Noah's forces aren't moving. Despite the fact that I told them to. It's weird, huh?
Well done. That's one unit wiped out.
See, if Chapel's forces survived this, which is looking unlikely, they wouldn't have been able to run to the left without getting into another fight.
But I was to claim victory here. Me, for the glory of Dukes Aldrich.
Damnation!
Is it over?
Said the guy who didn't move when he was ordered to.
We did it! We saved you, Chris! We did do that, right?
No. The assassination did. Go, assassin!
Indeed. Victory is ours.
Oh yeah, that's how it's done, cousin!
Well fought, Noah.
You comported yourself with great skill.
You might be longer for this world than I thought.
I've protected my kingdom and my king.
The Imperial Army has quit our territory, Your Majesty. Our scouts expect them to continue withdrawing to the north.
Then, we won?
Yes, Your Majesty. We won.
That's wonderful.
Yes, thank you all so much.
I owe a great debt to you and the Allied Army. Thank you for fighting at our side.
It was a mutual effort, Your Majesty.
And Sane pulled most of that weight, so that's a bit of a lie.
You needn't shy away from credit, Noah. Our successes thus far are in no small measure thanks to you.
Yeah, so let's see a little swagger already.
Never say that to me again.
I gotta agree. Huh. We finally gave those imps the shellacking they deserve, and there's no harm in savoring it! Ha ha ha!
My concern is that I fail to understand what prompted Goldwyn's troops to withdraw.
Was that some scheme of yours, Malrich?
I fear I am as in the dark as the rest of you. However, I suspect...
Perhaps I can shed some light on that.
Sane.
This Imperial officer and his people just surrendered to us, Commander.
I had a feeling it would be you.
A pleasure to see you again, Noah.
Been a while, Lieutenant.
So does this mean we get the tank? That rune tank that's so good?
So, thanks for switching sides and all, but, why?
I harbor suspicions which have driven me to leave the Empire.
Suspicions related to General Goldwyn's abrupt retreat.
Yes. If you don't know, His Excellency the Emperor has been assassinated.
What? The Emperor of Galdea? But why? How?
Dukes Eldrick is how.
While we lack solid evidence of such, the information we've gathered certainly raises the possibility.
So that's why they all turned tail and ran. This Dukes guy must be a first-class moron. Way to make your move at the worst possible time, you dope.
I will return to the castle on the morrow. Our troops must be reorganized before we can carry on to Norrister. And you, Malrich?
Actually, I have received the King's blessing to make myself useful within the Alliance. If you are amiable, I feel I can respond more nimbly stationed at your headquarters.
So you expect our battle with the Empire to continue?
Oh, I believe it has only just begun. Duke Aldrich's ambitions clearly extend beyond the Galdian throne. The invasion of Chris was simply a tidy way to displace the general for a time.
It certainly is beginning to look that way.
Goldwyn was ever the late Emperor's staunchest loyalist. Once Aldrich sent him far from home, he used that time to sow the seeds of a coup.
He's a ruthless and cunning man, and no mistake. But I dare say you may be his equal. It pleases me to have you on our side.
Oh, I don't think I am the cunning one here. After all, you didn't hand your army over to that Noah boy for no reason. This has been your plan from the start.
Yes. Well... Still, if the Resistance army was led by the Countess of Groom, it would invite no end of suspicion. Tongues would wag about my agenda, my ambition. But a commoner turned hero rising up against the Empire's tyranny? Now that's the sort of story that resonates with people. After all, who doesn't love an underdog?
So, what is it that you hope to gain from all this, milady? Clearly not prestige.
Clearly not. No, my wish is far more modest.
Hamburger soup.
Hey, Noah. You sleep okay? We've got a lot more fighting ahead. We should head over to the Great Hall, some kind of meeting.
Crap, I accidentally saved over that last one. Accidentally. I like to swap these saves back and forth in case either the recording goes tits up or something
Now that
else
Commander Noah has joined us, we can begin.
goes horribly, horribly awry. Not as far as gameplay is concerned. Like if I were to screw up during the war portion, what can you do but just restart?
Okay, first, begin what? And second, aren't you supposed to be in Euchris?
King Yuma, in his wisdom, has granted me permission to serve the Alliance. I intend to do so to the best of my abilities.
Curator and Tactician. I wonder what support
And
skills he
seeing as
has.
I'm still under contract with a tactician, I guess I'm coming aboard as well.
It's Barnyard. You get Barnyard.
Not gonna complain about that. You fought like a demon in Euchris.
Then it's settled. Melridge will be chief strategist and advisor to the Alliance's new permanent commander, Noah.
Wait, what?
Well, we know what he doesn't, so he would actually respond like this.
But I'm just filling in for you, right? I mean, I'm not a leader. Not a real one, anyway.
Not a leader? The man who secured the use of this castle? Who forged an alliance with the tree folk? Who won the battle for Euchris?
That was sane. That last one was definitely sane. And the assassin. Thanks, assassin.
Do try to show a little more confidence.
But...
I thought you liked to meddle. If so, it's time to plunge your nose into something that counts.
Whoa, princess. We can't talk about that in public, and especially not in front of Leanne. She'll get jealous, and she punches me.
You can help more than a person here or a person there. You can help entire nations.
I guess. But look.
Looks like you got an occasion to rise to, Noah. You okay with this, Ymir?
Her ladyship and I have discussed it, if that is what you mean.
This is already way more fun than Imperial meetings.
Shh, keep your voice down.
What, like no one notices the blue coats?
I'd like to take this moment to formally offer my help, Noah.
Can you wield a shield? If so, I've got a front line with your name on it.
Galdeia no longer pursues a righteous path. But by standing with you, I believe she can yet be saved.
Sounds like you found a new calling.
I have. I will set aside my duty to House Kessling and follow the dictates of my own heart.
So beautiful, man.
Chills, Zane. Chills. Also, that look in your face tells me you're doing the right thing.
You know what would be cool? If the rune tank could become a sort of summon that we could use in battles, not wars, but actual, you know, random battles with monsters and such. Ah, that'd be so cool.
Oh? I don't feel like my expression is any different.
Or we could order like a ranged barrage from the rune tank. Oh, that would be so good.
'Cause it's not.
I do hate to spoil the mood, but I was hoping we might discuss next steps, if I may.
He's asking you, kiddo?
Huh? Oh, I guess I do this kind of thing now, huh? Sure, Melridge. Go ahead.
As of now, the Empire has pulled its forces out of Euchris, but yet remains a heavy presence in Groom. We must be prepared for when Dux Aldrich inevitably resumes his efforts to subjugate the League of Nations.
Which I'm guessing will happen soon.
There are two ways to effectively use the time we have left. The first is to gather as many allies as we possibly can.
If I might interrupt, I have an idea about that. What about Impershiak, the Shi'ar capital in the desert east of Euchris?
The Shi'hu now?
The Shi'ars. As a mercenary, I've had plenty of chances to fight both with and against them. They're strong warriors who prize valor above all else.
A fine idea. As it happens, I've already secured the King's permission to use Euchris' desert checkpoint. Commander Noah, might I ask you to go to Impershiak and seek their help? You should take Bernard as your guide.
Checkpoint's northeast of Haishan. From there, we'll cross the mountains into the gateway town, Tabavin. I'll explain more as we go.
Sounds good.
Now, as for the other way to make a difference. At this moment, the Dukes is no doubt engaged with fallout from the Emperor's assassination. The sooner that's quelled, the sooner he can turn his attentions to us. Which means we need to keep that chaos churning for as long as possible. I have asked Lieutenant Kesling for his assistance in this matter.
We have already reached out to the late Emperor's loyalists in Galdeia. Naturally, they aren't keen on Aldrich seizing power.
We think it's better for us to go talk to them, since there are people and all. Which means we'll be working separately for a bit.
Probably for the best. Many here in the Alliance will need time to trust us, and understandably so.
Hey, for what it's worth, I totally trust you guys.
Thanks, Leon.
The others will come around once they get to know the lieutenant.
Sane's group will work independently to gather intel within the Empire and sabotage the Duke's plans. Do everything in your power to destabilize his grip and delay his ability to resume the invasion.
You can count on us.
I will serve as a messenger, traveling back and forth between this castle and the Empire.
I hope you got your good shoes on.
You, probably want a little help with that?
Again, I have no idea if carry is a mandatory... conscript isn't the right word. But I can't remember the other one. Nevertheless, what I'm saying is I'm not sure if she's someone you are mandated to end up allying with or not. Or if you can actually fail to get her to join you.
Please.
Because her dialogue seems to be something of the unique sort where it wouldn't fit everyone. But maybe it's always a possibility that I could be overthinking.
You got it.
Ooh. For his defensive move, he has dodge and parry, which is weird now that I think about it. If you dodge, you just don't get hit. So why would you need to parry? Unless you're some sort of a weirdo who dodges into the attack to parry it, which is kind of cool.
If you need me, I'm yours.
Yep, I need you to sit back. Who goes up front? Oh.
Always ready to kick some ass.
The guy that hit nearly 1,000 damage on the last boss we fought. Yeah, we don't go anywhere without him. For now, we tolerate Leanne's existence.
You know me, always in perfect traveling condition.
And the last person is a bit of a toss-up. You know, we could swap back and forth between Calathor and Giran. Melridge is a fighter? I can tell you, I did not see that one coming. Also, Periel, taunting evasion? Oh, and she has a support. Surprisingly, Melridge doesn't. He could have had a support that, for example, told you a monster's weaknesses, I guess. I mean, he is a... He does something at the studium. They mentioned it once, and I've forgotten since. There's been a lot of excitement. You cannot blame me for that. Got Carrion, one last spot, so I guess we'll keep Calathor. The guy is the tankiest son of a bastard we have on the team.
I will want to be helpful.
I could put Yusuke in back, but he's tanky. He's actually tankier than Calathor, who has more health. So that's fine for now. So what does she do? An inspiring speech increasing all allies' attack and action speed. I don't know how attack works, but I definitely understand action speed. And I really want Nell too. It'd be nice if we could get another support slot, just so I could get Nell in there. I love carrying stuff, okay? I love loot. I love having enough items to feel safe wherever I go. But for now...
Me? I do love traveling with you.
Oh. Of course we have to bring Cassandra. Though I am tempted to bring the princess. Let's actually go back. Let's see. I don't know what a ring is supposed to be, but apparently it does. Yeah, apparently it does impact or blunt damage. I'm confused. There's an icon over her level, and I don't know what that means. It's weird. What is that? Is that supposed to mean they can't attack from the back line? Let me see. So, his range is short, and he has the icon. Medium, no icon. Yeah, so apparently anyone with, and I know Calathor has medium, right? Yeah, so he can attack the back line if he's in the front line, but God, I actually do like this music. It's been going on for a while, and I am just, I am enjoying it. So I do want to bring the princess, but it makes no sense to put someone with 155 HP on the front line. And she can't even use a shield, so that's just, it's worse. It's even worse. He can't use a shield either, but it looks like he can use better gear, or at least heavier gear. But I think he's a spellcaster anyway. He has Rune of Flame and Rune of Fire. Well, excuse the frick out of me. Oh, we're back at the castle now, so I can actually move rooms around. Oh, that's so good. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so for now, crap, that's right, I can't just put anyone in there, huh? That's fine, we have Cassandra, so we'll be able to pull people over whenever.
I'm pleased to have that settled. Commander Noah, Lieutenant Kessling, good luck to you both.
Thank you.
We'll knock your socks off!
I'll try not to let you down.
Oh, we might even let you up! I don't know what that means.
2 simultaneous operations, 1 to gather allies, and 1 to disrupt the enemy.
Pressure's on, Sane. Who's gonna finish first?
Is he aware of how that sounds?
Technically, neither task is one that can be completely finished.
Look, if you two are going to flirt, I've got places to be. I don't need to be here for this.
There he goes, fretting the details again.
Yep, some things never change.
Though he is right when you think about it. Oh, and so is this music. So, this is new. But it doesn't do anything. Also, I really do want to start putting... I messed up. I really do want to start putting money into this castle. It's just the weirdest place for me to sit, man. It's so weird.
A Sawad never breaks his word.
Okay, I've got a bunch of stuff to do, not including editing. I'm just talking about stuff in-game. I've got rooms to rearrange, gear to buy, upgrade, all of that stuff, and I'm going to do all of that off-camera, so you guys get nothing but the really interesting stuff, even though I find all of the equipping and stuff to be, all of that management, oh, I love that stuff. But I can understand some people when it happens, so... that's going to do it for us today. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves in everything you've seen here. We will be back on Tuesday with another episode, barring any unforeseen issues. And I'm also hoping this video goes up today, on time, and that's only relevant to you if you're actually watching it the day it's uploaded. Otherwise, you can ignore that bit. So many more people, and there are 100 people in this game to recruit, and I am so looking forward to hunting them all down and making them join up. But that's work for another day. Tuesday, to be specific. Well, yeah, Tuesday. I record on the same day. So, yes, I was right in saying that's an issue for another day. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.